It's a pair of anti-gravity lifters. It's a pair of anti-gravity lifters. I took the elevator to the top and waited for Slade, according to Manus' instructions.
Hello, mate. What you got there?
The stuff bad dreams are made of.
Looks like the Tesla egg.
Well, this is like the worst designed doorstop ever.
Oh, I beg to differ. It's like a little piece of plutonium in an atomic bomb. You know the effects it had on you, dreams, visions of Donnelly? Apparently that's just a hint of what it's capable of.
Come on, Slade, you're not buying into this crap, are you?
Between you and me, I don't think it'll work. But the translator does, and he's promised us a big payout for this egg. And if one person's willing to pay that kind of money, there's usually others willing to pay more. So let's have it, partner.
Manus finally got his revenge, and Slade got what he deserved.
Murphy!
I lay in a semi-conscious state, hearing fragments of conversation between Dalton and some other guy. I'm transported to a location in New Mexico where underground nuclear testing experiments were carried out in the 1950s. I remember a map where all the Titan reactors around the world were linked together to one location, the launch pad of the immortal coil. Time to play up my last hand. to sneak up on people all the time.
You see that rather large, old-fashioned looking piece of equipment? That was your home for a very long time.
Is this the part where you're going to tell me like I was dead for 7 years?
And you have the egg. Wonderful. I must confess, I'm surprised to see you. Dalton and Slade were convinced you'd never bring the egg here voluntarily.
Yeah, well, a deal's a deal. You said you'd get my memory back if I brought you the egg.
Still, unlike me, they knew you way back when they used words like idealist, naive.
Dartboard, punching bag.
I've always been an idealist myself. But I find it's the pragmatists like Dalton and Slade who get things done. Without Dalton, I wouldn't be here. And Dalton wouldn't have had the opportunities he did if Slade hadn't helped him rise through the ranks of Gideon Enterprises.
And Slade wouldn't be here if I hadn't returned the favor and got him out of prison.
Dalton and Slade have been working on this since Overlord? How long's this thing been going on?
A long time. And you've been a big part of what's got us to this point. Surely you know by now that you were J.T. Donnelly, protector, hired gun, and confidant of Nikola Tesla?
I knew my birth certificate must have been off.
You don't believe me. But how do you explain your visions of Donnelly's life?
Well, I think it's the Tesla egg. Donnelly hid it in the wall of the apartment. I didn't even start having the dreams until I moved in.
The spirit radio allows us to communicate with the dead, not the egg. The egg merely amplifies it.
Yeah? Well, I had a radio. I mean, there are other explanations, but I got to admit they all sound insane to me.
And yet you can't deny the visions. The egg may have had an effect on your subconscious, your spiritual DNA. But you weren't receiving messages, you were remembering. Everything has led to this. A reunion of consciousness. But not just for you, for us all. This is what Tesla intended. His death ray, the spirit radio, the Tesla egg, all brought together to create a celestial conduit, the immortal coil, that will redeem and purify this depraved planet and create a literal heaven on earth, true immortality, timelessness, no sickness, death, or pain. All needs met and achieved through the genius of Tesla! Tex, if you would be so kind as to step out there and place the egg. Where's Slade?
No idea.
Tex, you have come here seeking answers through the spirit radio. Please do so. But you'll only have a few minutes. Then none of the answers will matter because the world will be reborn.
Margaret! Margaret Leonard, can you hear me?
It's so cold. So dark and so empty. Is there someone there? I feel a presence.
It's me, Tex Murphy. I'm trying to contact you through the spirit radio. You've got to help me, Margaret.
I can hear you, but you sound so far away. Tex? Tex? I can't see anything, but I can hear you. I have no sensation. It's as though I'm floating in a void. Where am I?